welcome back. My name is Chris and this is Thankfully Packed. So today I'm really excited because I'm going to be doing a little bit of a nursery tour slash shopping adventure, which I haven't actually done on this channel yet. I'm going to go to a local nursery and then I'm going to go to good old Home Depot and see what they have. Stick around to the end to see what I actually ended up buying, and yeah, let's go shopping. So the first stop was the Jacobone Garden Center in Johnson, Rhode Island. I have never been here before, but I am 110% going back. I absolutely loved it in there. The first thing I looked at was this little table of succulents. I think they were $4.99. Yep, $4.99. I don't really have like a desire for any more succulents right now, but I will come back if I do. Then I looked at these. These are super adorable. Honestly, if the plant looks like it could fit in a dollhouse, I'm immediately obsessed. There were so many plants here, and I'll try my best to pronounce everything correctly, but if you've been here a while, you know that is definitely not my strong suit. So just know I am trying my best and saying it with lots of love. So I am really interested in getting my hands on a black Raven ZZ. The black foliage looks so pretty. I have this one already. So this regular green one is nice, but I kind of want to have both. I'm still on the lookout for it. They had some really nice snake plants too. I think these were $45 each, not bad. And I was just checking the tips of them because apparently that leaf will no longer grow if it's broken or damaged in any way. So these all looked really good. I was impressed with these. I have that one with the yellow outer variegation, but then this one right here, I don't have. So I was like, might come back for this one. And then I saw these string of pearls. I don't know, they were trying. They were a little sparse on the top of the soil, like not quite filling them out. But I'll admit, I'm scared to grow any of these in general, so I feel like I'll blink and they'll just give up on life. I'm still working up the courage to buy these, but maybe one day. I don't know. Again, I'm really new to my houseplant journey, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Moving along, but still in the succulent area, I saw this Calesia repens, or the creeping turtle vine, creeping turtle plant, whatever you want to call it. Super cute. I looked it up later on and it said that you can grow it indoor or outdoor, so, you know, she's got range. I keep eyeing jade plants anytime I go in a store, and honestly, one day I might have to take one home because my daughter's name is Jade and it just feels meant to be. But first, I need to make sure that I can keep it alive. So yeah, I actually went back for the string of pearls. I picked it up, I held it in my hands, I stared at it, I smelled it, and then I put it right back down. Honestly, just not today. Emotional damage waiting to happen. Then I saw this cute little hitchhiker. I think it's so funny when plants come with an extra little plant in there, even if it's technically a weed or something. I think it's so funny. I don't know why. It's adorable. I also spotted some blooming holiday cactus doing their thing. Very pretty. Look how pink these are. A few Monstera Dansoniais. I love these in hanging planters. I might have to switch mines that I have at home to a hanging planter. Love it. Lots and lots of aloe and cactus over here. My mom used to have a aloe plant that she would use for medicinal purposes and things like that when I was growing up. So one day I might just have to pick one of these up for nostalgia, honestly. These had varying prices, but this one right here was 20 bucks. I'm not sure if that's a good deal or not, because again, I don't have any of these, but they had a bunch of little pups at the base, so it has to be pretty decent, right? I don't know. By the way, walking through this garden center that day felt so good. Like, it completely boosted my mood. As you're walking down the aisles, there's plants to your left and plants to your right, and the aisles were super long, so it was really nice to walk through it, and there was always some type of hanging plant above. Keep watching because there's some beautiful ones that I'm going to show in a little while, but oh my goodness, it just felt so immersive. This garden center was massive. I thought that I had seen all of it, but when I walked outside to leave, there was like a whole other section that I didn't even get to, so I have to go back. Okay, watching this footage back, I'm kind of kicking myself because I really should have taken a closer look at this pothos right in front of me. I think I was way too busy talking, but it has some kind of white variegation, maybe a Mandula, no. Maybe a Marble Queen, I don't know. But it looks really pretty. Shoot, I have regrets. Okay, this plant right here, the Centaurea Silver Swirl, never seen it before, but it was so soft and I had to stop and touch it. I think I petted it for like a good 2 minutes. It's definitely meant for like outdoor gardens, but I was tempted to bring it home and treat it like a houseplant anyway. Probably would fail, but I do have a garden that I'm starting, so maybe one day. They were really pretty. These little monsteras caught my eye too. $30, no fenestrations yet, but definitely some potential. I found these extremely teeny tiny adorable plants. They were super fun to touch, very bouncy in a very satisfying way. At the time there was no label and no price, which was a little frustrating because I was filming and I didn't want to have to stop just to look it up, but I did some research now and it's called Sedum japonicum. They're very low maintenance and actually great as ground cover or even an indoor sunny spot, so I might come back for it. It was just so cute and I just wanted to keep like poking at it. Okay, wait, hold on. Look how beautiful this plant is. I had never heard of it or even seen it before, but it's called Fuchsia hybrida. And they had a bunch of other colors, black ones, white ones. I lost all that footage somehow, no idea how. But anyway, look how pretty. Here's some coleus. They were $9.99 each. They look really cool, but I didn't pick them up because honestly, I know nothing about these plants. Other than that, they look cool. These over here were more coleus. They were a little smaller, so they were $4.99. Really wild colors. I love it. Okay, hold up. This one though had me questioning if I should just get it, even though I have no idea how to care for it, because look at it. It was completely red. Like, excuse me? Gorgeous. Stunning. And across from it, I saw the orange version, which still had the red undersides, giving fall vibes for sure. I also saw some little lemon trees, which I really actually want to try growing some of these indoors one day. Like, technically you can, right? I don't know. If you've done it before, let me know. I would love to have fresh lemons in my kitchen. Like, come on. Look at these petunias with the splashing. It's so cool. They almost look bleach dyed. This is that section that I didn't explore because I didn't see it until I was leaving, so I'll have to come back. It looked like they had lettuce and veggies and other things like that, so I'm definitely curious. After soaking in all that local nursery goodness, I headed over to Home Depot, which, yes, I did end up buying a few things here, and I actually have a separate video coming up where I use some of these things, so stay tuned for that. I was seriously tempted by these geraniums right here. The camera doesn't even do it justice. Like, the red and the pink were gorgeous. Didn't buy them, but tempted. They had some already started lettuce and a few other leafy greens, and honestly, if my seed starting experiments flop this year, I am not above coming back and grabbing a tray. No shame in the backup game. Like, honestly, I just want to eat some grown food that I can say at least I had some part in growing. You know what I mean? Home Depot had a pretty solid lineup of classics, I would say. Petunias, marigolds, daisies, those type of things. So yeah, I just kept gravitating towards the petunias for whatever reason today. Fun fact, purple is my favorite color. So when I saw these deep purple petunias, yeah, I picked them up like 4 or 5 times at least. Put them down, pick them back up, put them down, that whole thing. I also spotted these super bright yellow marigolds, and honestly, I had to squish them a couple times because, obviously, I couldn't help myself. Also, they were 3 for $10.98. I went back to the petunias, and so, of course, I found the purple ones again, but there was also some white ones, some really pretty shades of pink also, and I think this was the moment I decided I had to get some petunias because, yeah, they're just really pretty. These striped ones looked crazy to me, but honestly, this is the moment I kicked myself once again for not grabbing those splashy ones at the first nursery. So, while I was busy going back and forth in my mind about which flowers I actually wanted, I wandered into the houseplant section because, of course I did. And I started off with the succulents because they were right there. So I want to say I love these assorted bowls of succulents. Last year, I found them on clearance, like towards the end of the season, right before winter. And I took the whole thing apart, I ended up with a bunch of succulents, like a bunch of tiny ones, some bigger ones. That's where I got my snake plants from. And honestly, it was one of my best planty bargains. It was less than $10 for at least 6 different varieties of succulents. I think that was such a good deal. I don't know what it is about this type of cactus, the ones that look like these, but I was so tempted to just like poke them, but my intrusive thoughts almost won. I resisted, but I really wanted to. Anyway, some small little snake plants over here, $6.98. I believe I have this variety already, so I did not grab it. More jade plants again. Seriously, I just have to stop playing around and bring one of these home one day. These were $5.98. So I saw these calathea here. I think these are Pelosa. Anyway, I actually have a small one of these in my bathroom. It's living its absolute best life. I originally had it on a regular shelf, and let me tell you, those things got so crispy so fast. But ever since I moved it into my bathroom, the humidity, it just has it thriving. So of course, I also had to make a quick stop at the pothos and the philodendrons. Like basically, it's a roll at this point. Just a little peek to see what they have. You never know. And then I saw some Hoyas. Hoyas are fun for me now. I at first really did not care for this type of plant, but lately, I don't know, they are looking good to me. So might have to come back and take a closer look at these next time. Look at this absolutely perfect half moon leaf. Obsessed. One of my favorite spots is this 3 for $12 table. Like, it's such a good deal if you're just trying to grab a few small starter plants without breaking the bank. So I always check this out just to see, because you never know. And they're so cute. So all the plants on this table were $12.88. And even though I literally just said I have a thriving calathea in my bathroom, it's in there as a last resort. I would love to have these in my main area. I guess it's just not humid enough. So I'm not willing to give myself another emotional heartbreak by bringing these home. So that's going to stay right there. I thought this bird's nest fern looked really nice too. They're so cool with the wavy leaves. Saw some cute little Phontonias here as well. Very dramatic. Like literally you miss one watering and they will look like they passed out in protest. But actually that's kind of a plus about this plant because you don't really have to do any guesswork. If they're droopy, give them some water. Another calathea, testing my willpower. This was $19.98, but no, you're gonna stay right there. I saw these super shiny bromeliads for only like, I think it was, yeah, $13.98. Not bad. Look like they belong in a tropical resort though. Also, this Peperomia serpens for 21 bucks. I really debated it. Like, I stood there and thought about it, but I don't know. $21, I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because like the way the plant grows just looked like a little bit unimpressive to me. So like these very basic, I know, golden pothos, they were also about $21, $22, but it just looks a lot bigger. Like it looks like you get more bang for your buck. Not that I grabbed it either, but I would get this before I got the Peperomia, if that makes sense. These poor little snake plants that I walked by, oh my goodness, definitely have seen better days. They look super beat up. I also swung by this hanging planter section. Everything here was around 20 bucks, so not bad. Yeah, they had a lot of things here. So this was like a pothos, pearls and jade. They also had some Hoya. I think I have this one at home. I want to say this is the Hoya tricolor or like a crimson queen, something like that. But I'm not too knowledgeable on Hoya, so don't quote me just yet on that. They also had some Syngoniums here. And again, everything was about 20 bucks, so not too bad. I was trying to figure out what the heck kind of plant this was, but Costa Farms loves to just label things as specialty houseplant sometimes. So yeah, your guess is as good as mine. I really thought about getting this Scindapsus as well, but honestly, I don't want to get any more plants that I can easily propagate myself, and I already own this plant, so it kind of felt like, why would I buy it? But as you can see, I did turn it around a few times because I was like, dang, it does look good though. So finally, I went to the ficus section, and I really debated with myself if I was gonna get this Benjamina. It was $30 and it looked so good to me, but something inside me just said, listen, this thing, if you bring it home, is gonna be super temperamental, it's not gonna be happy, and it's gonna drop all the leaves. And I don't know, I just trusted my gut, so I put it back. But then I noticed the Ficus elasticas, so I found this one that I'm about to pick up. This one is the Belize. So it's got the green leaves with the creamy yellow and the hint of pink. Then I also found the Teneke right behind it. That one is basically the Belize with no pink. So just creamy yellow and green. And it said $19.98, but then I realized for literally like $10 more, I could get the much larger one, so no brainer. I picked up the larger one. I've seen people grow these super huge, like extremely tall, so maybe one day mine will get that way with proper care, of course. Okay, so quick clip of what I actually ended up buying. I grabbed the Belize because the pink was just too cute to pass up. I grabbed flowers, which video coming soon, and a couple of gardening gloves. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed hanging out with me today, don't forget to like and subscribe. I post a weekly mix of houseplant, gardening, and just general planty goodness. So don't forget to also hit that notification bell so you get notified. That video where I do something with all those flowers is coming soon, so look out for that. And I will see you guys next time. Oh, but wait, before I go, let me know in the comments, what plant would you have grabbed today, either from the local nursery or from Home Depot, or both. I would love to talk plants in the comments, so I'll see you there. Bye.